All right. So I finalized a lot of the second rival, and it gets a little bit more complicated introducing the second main character because you can go multiple paths at the start of the game. And with that being said, I'll explain a little bit more about my thought process here. Because you meet your first rival and they want to be a professor and they're a little bit of a jerk, right? And then I'm going to change the switches. I'm just gonna act like you've already met the professor. So we're just gonna turn that on. See, mom disappeared, right? So you've already met the professor and you can go up or right. And so I need an event at both of the other locations to introduce the next character. So I'm going to design two different events, and then after designing those events, I'll make it so if you trigger one, then the other one turns off. And so that's how I'm going to get around introducing your rival and your friend. And so I already did a lot of coding actually for the rival. Oh, sorry, for the friend. So I'm just going to show it to you guys right here. If you walk up here, I've made some changes to the map. I'll show you that before I trigger the event. So you used to be able to walk up both sides of the mart. This used to continue down. I got rid of that. I made it all grass instead. And then I added this mansion, right? And I think I showed a little bit of that off in the last stream. Anyways, so I'm going to say when you enter this intersection right here, this is the event that's going to happen. Music fades out. I just noticed that the sprite is clipping over the main character, so I'm going to have to go back and change that. Like her feet are on your head. I should put an exclamation point on the statement, "I'm leaving." I should make the player turn up and look at that exchange. And then the happy music comes back. I think that part is a little awkward. But there you go. So no matter which way you approach this intersection, it'll move the main character here. Then the professor comes out. Because if you remember, the professor said that he was late and he needed to go up north to meet someone. This is the person. They're going to meet your friend. And then they get here and you find out that the friend didn't have permission from her father to get a Pokemon. And the father's very upset by that and blames the professor. Professor runs off. Well, I guess before the professor runs off, your friend runs off. And I should name her so that you at least know who she is when you meet her in the future. But yeah, and that's the event that happens if you go north to introduce your friend. I decided that you're gonna have the friend is gonna, live in this really big mansion and wants to get away from her life. And in large part it's because her dad wants her to inherit the family business. He had a throwaway line about the family business, where he moved to this backwater region. He owns the mall. And so he's trying to get his daughter to take over the mall. And so that's going to progress through the story. Spoilers are coming up right here. I'm going to show you a switch. Once you defeat the Elite Four, their house is gone. They move. And your friend stays in the region. But apparently it's just going to be like, yeah, this region isn't big enough for a mall. And they're going to move. And I'm going to turn this into a battle tower, I think. A post-game battle tower. And I'm going to move the market. All the items you can buy here, I'm going to move to the island market. The open market at the island. So you can still get everything. But after you defeat the Elite Four, post-game, this mall is going to close. And then, after you finish the post-game, which we're going to go all the way down here, we're going to show it, where you help your rival fulfill their dream of becoming a Pokemon professor. They build a Pokemon lab here, and then this will be a battle tower. So I really like those developments, but what we're going to do on this stream is we are going to set up what happens if instead of going north, you go east. And I'll just show off this event real quick. So it's not there until Meet Professor, and then everything you saw happens. And I talked about a couple changes I wanted to make. So I also decided that after you move out of the way for your friend, and after your friend leaves and the dad starts pacing, you will turn up. So you're looking at turn up. So you're looking at what he says and does with the professor, because then he yells at the professor. And then you turn left to face him. I think I said another change. I'm sure I'll catch it next time I watch this. But here we go. We're going to set a switch. This is going to be a new switch. It's going to be this one, and it's going to say met friend is going to be on. And then new event page. I guess, yeah, new event page. And this one's going to be, if you met the friend, absolutely nothing happens here. And met friend is going to be how we control if the events turn off, even though they're in separate towns. So if you start the game and you go east across the southern trail, then you'll end up in Handard City. And what I want the interactions that you have with the friend to be completely different here. Because if you go north, you see her run away from home, but she doesn't have a Pokemon. And so in this, you're actually going to help her catch her starter Pokemon. And so either way you do it, you'll see a confrontation with family. And in one instance, you'll see her not get the Pokemon from the professor. And in the other instance, you'll see her get a Pokemon. You'll help her catch a Pokemon. And then her parents will find her because she ran away. And they'll say, you need to come home. And she'll run away again. I think the best way to do this is actually... How do I want to do this? Where do I want to start the event? I think I want to start the event by the mart. I think it'd be really cool if you guys like bumped into each other, like her walking out of the mart and you bump into each other. Or you could see her scared to go into the tall grass and she asks you for help. The benefit of the already in this space is less walking. But I think I'm going to go for bumping into the mart because if you go this route, you are guaranteed you have to cross to here at some point. There is no way to go from Haverage Town up to this PC without this event triggering, and there's no way to go through Handard City without going through down this street. Let's start with the let's start with the bump into the Pokemart idea and see how it goes. Meet Friend is the name of the event, and we're going to do it. We're going to make the size of the event 3x3, which means you can have it happen here, 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 and here. That's a lot of places. Okay. This is going to be pretty tricky because the first thing we're going to do is look at where the player is and set a move route based on where the player is. Oh man, I need to turn the jams on. Okay. So I know it's hard to see with my full screen visible, and I'm thinking of making a zoom in mode so it's easier to see what's going on. But I essentially am checking where the player is according to the y-axis, and then according to the x-axis to capture where they are and to give them separate movements. So, in this case, if they are here, you can see the coordinates. Well, you probably can't. I need to figure out I need to set up how a zoom in on OBS. But these are your coordinates on the map. So this is a 30 by 28, X and Y. So I want to do... Oh, but you can approach from different sides. So if I just say, if you're on the 28, I need to check both sides for all of these. I'm going to check the passability of the rock. So you can go here, 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 and here. I'm beginning to think I shouldn't do the bump into them walking out of the mart, even though I'd love to do that. I think we're going to transition to here. It'd be so much work to show, like, okay, check that they are on this X point and this Y point, animate the door opening, animate them stepping out onto where you are, having you both jump back, when I could just do a singular line. So I'm going to do that. And also, talking about that made me remember how in this event, the friend is standing on your head when they walk out. There we go. Okay. And we're back. So now this is easy. By the way, on streams where I am eventing, I'm not going to have... I mean, I'm going to be talking through my process. So I'm not going to talk nearly as much as I usually do about whatever the heck's going on in my life. Or what's happening in the world of entertainment. Mainly because it's a lot harder to both code and carry on just a regular conversation. That being said, though, I've been watching just today. Beyond the Summit started their Smash Ultimate weekend tournament stream, which I love all of the Beyond the Summit Smash events. I watched the Melee one, and I'm really interested to see what happens in Ultimate, mainly because I don't know the technical side of Ultimate as well as I understand what is happening in Melee. But I'm excited. I'm going to be a viewer. I'm excited to be wowed and amazed by the moves of the players. And also I'm most excited about Mafia. Which it's like the evening cooldown game after all of the tournaments, like brackets are done. Everyone at the tournament gets together and plays a huge game of Mafia every night. So you get to see like anywhere between 4 to like 6 games of Mafia, which is cool because like I played Mafia a little, like I've played Mafia a couple times, but it's different than like getting a group together and playing it regularly, because when you play it regularly, you start to like establish a town culture in the game, and you start to like make like kind of common rules and ways that you can appeal and contribute to the game itself. And it's really hard to like read the situations and start like applying pressure to people in Mafia if you're playing with people that you don't really know. But it's still cool to play. It's just really interesting to see like how the town culture develops. Okay. So we're gonna have friend here. I should name her. And she is going to be looking left and right indecisively. So when you step here, the first thing that happens is set move route of the friend. Wow, there's a lot of events in here. Nope. Of the friend is going to turn down and say to you in red text, "Hey." And then we're going to actually do a wait for moves completion. We're not going to rush this. Okay, so they turn and say, "Hey," and then you turn up or walk up. And while you are walking up, friend is going to walk down to meet you. And friend is going to say, can you help me? I've never caught a Pokemon before. I actually am walking into a wall of code I don't know how to put in the game. But that's why we have Google, because I've never done like a help someone catch a Pokemon event, though I love getting to I love doing that in Gen 3. And then you can go, thank you. And here we go again. We're gonna set move routes. I guess we should set the player should start moving first, because the player is above you. We're gonna go move up, move up, move up. Move left. And while your friend's doing that, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna move up, move up, move up, move left, but you're gonna turn up. And they're gonna turn down. Nope. We're gonna wait for both of those paths to occur, and then friend is gonna say, I'm nervous, but excited. What do I do? And we're going to run it from there. And then I am going to Google and see how easy this is. It could be very hard to do. Okay, here we go. So you met the professor. Could have been right there. And you're out. Peacing out. I'm not going to follow the paths, guys. I'm just going to run over everything. Alright, so there she is. She's looking around, indecisive. We're going to go here. Do I not have to set the player touch? I don't. I have it set to action button. I'm going to change that. I set the player to down. I am a man. Wow. Wow, okay. There's millions of problems. The first one being she continues to look back and forth. So we can't have her do that because she'll continue to do it throughout the whole event. Second thing is that this has to be player touch, not action button. And then the player does not need to move down. The player needs to move up. You're not running away from this person. Okay. I'm just gonna change the switch and then save, so we don't have to deal with this every time I open up the game. I'm also gonna save right here. Sweet. I want to be as far away from her as possible. Okay. Seems easy enough. I'm going to do something just to add a little bit of variety to this. I'm not going to have you follow the identical move path. I'm going to have you cut left a little bit sooner. And then instead of saying thank you, I'm actually going to change it to please. I'm nervous but excited. What do I do? Okay, let us check the Google. See, I can't use words like tutorial for catching Pokemon because there are so many tutorials online, especially with Pokemon Essentials. Showing someone how to catch a Pokemon. A catching tutorial. Found it. Dang, the person asked if there was an example of it. Here's someone asking the same thing. Okay, someone has a tutorial, but it looks like it's a custom script. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do that. It's also old. It's for Pokemon Essentials version 16, baby. That is much too old for me. Someone said you could play a recorded video. Drat. Oh, someone asked a year ago. Yeah, okay. I think I'm not gonna try and go after this as an in-battle event. I think it's just going to be a little bit too much for what I want to get into. People have done it, and I understand that at a base level, I would need to just change the player sprite to this when the battle triggers. I know how to trigger a battle. I know how to change the sprite so that it's you throwing out a Pokemon. She doesn't have a Pokemon to throw out, so it would really just be you catching a Pokemon. The problem is I don't have the knowledge on what to do, how to make it so you don't run away from the Pokemon, and I don't have the knowledge on how to make it so you get a guaranteed catch. Otherwise, I could just have you walk out, trigger a wild encounter, have you throw a Pokeball. Man, it's one of those things where it's like I'm talking about it and I'm like, I think I could do this. It'd just be... We're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna... Okay. Okay. We're gonna do it, okay? And here's what we're gonna change. She's not gonna do it, because she doesn't have a Pokemon to send out. You have a Pokemon. She's gonna say, I'm nervous but excited. Do I need a Pokemon to catch a Pokemon? And then she's gonna say, here's a Pokeball. You do it. And then she's gonna give you a Pokeball, which is just gonna be taking the script here and bringing it in. And the item's gonna be Pokeball. Okay, Pokeball. Awesome. And then we're going to set the move route of the player. You are going to move left. Move left and move up. And then we're going to do this. We're just going to do script. We're just going to dump this script in here. This will be a placeholder. I'm also thinking that I'm actually just going to... This doesn't have to be a conditional branch because there's no self switch being triggered. So we're just going to switch this over to just a script. Okay, so here's a Pokeball. You do it. Gives you a Pokeball. Player moves left, left, up. Then the wild Pokemon battle is triggered. And this is where it's going to get tricky. Because now we need to store what happens as a result of the battle. Which we're going to do something here. And we're going to change this to you can do it. And in front of this, we're going to say label. And the label is going to be catch the dang mon. So if you don't catch the dang mon, then it'll send you back up to the top. Because this is where it's going to get good, okay? So now we're going to do conditional branches. And the conditional branch is going to be based on script. And the script is going to be I need to check the variable. Dang. Okay, okay. I think it's actually a game variable. And the game variable we're gonna do something wild. We're gonna do game variable 42 is helping successful catch. And we want it to be equal to 4, which means the wild Pokemon was caught. Then that's your way out. Before this battle, we're actually gonna use another script. And this script is going to do set battle rule. This is where we're storing the outcome. And we're gonna say outcome 42. So now it's storing. So before you go into this, the outcome is being stored to 42. Then the battle triggers, conditional branch, if variable 42, which is successful catch, equals 4, then you're going to go with oh, dang. If you come into this cutscene with 6 Pokemon, it'll probably immediately transfer the Pokemon you catch. Yeah, and I don't want you to nickname it either. See, these are the problems. We're gonna test it out though. Okay. I'm also going to set some specific ones. If it is player 1, the battle, then she's going to say oh, you were too strong. And then jump to label. And then label and the name is Catch the Dang Mon. And if it is player or wild Pokemon ran from battle, it's gonna say you know what, this is the only other option that really can happen, so I'm just gonna say else. So if you didn't make the Pokemon faint and you didn't catch it, oh no, if you won or they ran from battle, man, if you faint in this battle, then it's gonna mess up everything. See, this is why. You know what? We can do this. We can do this. Okay. If you didn't make the Pokemon faint, or no, if you caught the Pokemon, you're all good. You're moving on. If you make the Pokemon faint, you do it again. And if the Pokemon makes you faint, just say, it's okay. That was a very tough Pokemon. She's very encouraging. I just realized that we're gonna set a couple other battle rules. Like this one. Cannot run. So you catch it, you beat it up, or it beats you up. You can't run. And can lose. So now, can lose should stop you from being teleported out of the battle back to the last Poke Center you were at, allowing her to say, it's okay, that was a very tough Pokemon. Man, this is a lot. But this is good because I'm learning how to do this too. Okay, sweet. This is great. Okay. Player's going to move right. Wait for move's completion. You're going to say here you go. And now, see, this is rough. I'm just thinking, like, if you have 6 Pokemon and you do this, how do you give away the Pokemon? It'll teleport to your box, and I shouldn't gender what you say to people. Actually, I should make it a choice for you. Show choices. Here you go. And that was easy. Not that that matters, but just so that you are engaging in dialogue with the trainer. And then she's gonna say, my name is... What do we name the friend? I don't want it to be too much like another Pokemon trainer's name. Because I'm using... Yeah, I don't want to name the character Dawn. Or Leaf. Or Misty, or Cynthia, or any other... I guess it could be whatever. My name is... We'll leave it at that, actually. Let's just run through it and see how much of a disaster it is. Okay. Here we go. We're going through the southern route. We're going to say hello to our friend. The first time meeting him. Gonna help him catch a Pokemon. They're very nervous. It says you found a Pokeball. That's very rude considering she just gave it to you. No! No, did they change it? Name error. Undefined local variable or method. Oh, is this something that doesn't work anymore? Or do I have I probably have a basic typo. Dang. Set battle rule. Can lose. I'm copying stuff straight from the wiki. Oh, I didn't give her Pokemon. Duh. Okay. This is just gonna be a placeholder. We're gonna go Eevee, level 5. I mean, honestly, it could still be different. I think if I change the script, it won't say you found a Pokeball, but you were given a Pokeball. I think I'm using the wrong script for getting an item. Check it out! Okay, we're gonna knock this thing. We're gonna blow this Eevee out of the water. Oh. No! Sand attack! My greatest weakness. Quick, let's switch to Charizard. No! Charizard's defense failed. Okay. Let's knock it out, and we should loop. Wow, this Eevee's working my team. Never mind, Eevee dead. Oh, you were too strong. Here's a book, Pokeball, you can do it again. Wait a second. I can't give them a Pokeball every time that you do this. Otherwise... I need to check how many Pokeballs you have. Otherwise you can farm Pokeballs by intentionally beating up the Eevee. And then she just keeps giving you them and you keep getting Pokeballs. I actually don't have a Pokemon that won't one-shot this Eevee, so I'm hoping to catch it. Perfect. So I can nickname her Eevee. That's messed up. And see... Here you go. That was easy. Okay. That's enough for tonight. But we have the basic legwork down. There's a lot of problems with it still. Once I figure out the whole, like, okay, I put you in a loop where you can beat an Eevee up repeatedly, and you'll get reward of the Pokeball every time you do it. Once I figure out how to not have that happen, and also how to not have the Pokemon be added to your party, which is kind of big problem. After I figure out those two very small problems that are not in any way going to be major setbacks for me, then we'll get to introduce Bad Dad, who's a huge jerk to his daughter. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Oh, one last thing. I'm actually not going to be streaming for like a week. So just a heads up, I will not be streaming until the end of the month. So like August 30th, maybe August 29th, I'll be back. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for following the channel and the game as I develop it.